8:28. We are headed to the gym. Been up since about 7:15 or so. I thought I was going to be up a little bit earlier than that, but it ended up working out fine. We got up, I got the big girls ready, and then I went and got Autumn ready. Had a quick breakfast. I only had half a waffle and a oat milk protein bar. Oh, and it's raining ugly outside, very ugly, and I feel so bad for like people that are outside walking, either taking the bus or like construction workers or things like that, because there's puddles on the side of the road, and I try and avoid them, but because that's mean. I would never want to be walking on the side of the road and all of a sudden some car splashes in a puddle and gets me more soaked than I already am walking outside, you know. So I feel really bad, but the truck in front of me just there were construction workers sitting on the side of the road and totally just, maybe he didn't realize it, but give him the benefit of the doubt, they totally just slammed in it. I at least try to avoid it. That's mean. Have you guys ever been slammed with a puddle before? I never, when I used to walk to and from middle school, and I rode the bus in elementary and then in high school, and then my junior year I got my car, so I didn't have to ride the bus anymore, but I never, even walking, I never got slammed with a puddle. So I don't know. I think maybe it would be fun to some people, but I think it's like dirty water. I don't know that would be fun. But anyway, Nin came, and she originally was going to meet me at the YMCA and pick up Maddie after my workout, but she ended up just meeting me at home, which worked out better. That way, if I have a little bit of time, I probably don't have to leave the gym until like 9:50. If I have a little bit of time to do some extra cardio and stuff after, that'll be awesome. And then we'll head to her dentist appointment. And hopefully, I mean, it looks like the weather's going to clear up, but I'm gonna, my poor Hinny, he was like texting me this morning because he had to be to work early this morning, and he was like, don't go, it's so ugly outside. I was like, I'll be fine. It'll be okay. I'll leave with plenty of time to drive slow. And I did. It's 8:30. I'm pulling up now, and my appointment's not even until 8:45. So I have plenty of time to get here, and it looks like it was clearing up anyway. So, and I like the roads kind of when they're wet, because even though a lot of people don't know how to drive, there's not a lot of people out because they don't want to drive in the rain. So it makes me feel a little bit more confident. Although I have to admit, I am terrified of driving in the rain when it's actively raining, like to the point where it'll almost give me a panic attack. But the roads to me are a lot easier when not as many people are on them. I don't know, catch-22, I guess. So we're gonna head in, get this workout on. Should have thought this through a little bit better and brought a change of shirt, because I am soaked. You can't even tell because the whole top of me is soaked. Definitely should have thought about that. Oh well. I guess no one will want to sit next to me at the dentist, but no big deal. I have some body spray. We'll worry about it later. And then to go get her uniforms, Lord, didn't even think about that. Alright, baby, pick it up. Alright, let's see how far you are. Adam, come this way. Adam. Adam. She's like, what are y'all doing to my sister? Adam. Hi. Hi. Alright, we just finished up. Emmy has no cavities. She got a couple sealants, but her teeth look great. I guess just future preventative things, but teeth look great. That's done. Came to the uniform store and ended up picking up the majority of what she needs. I mentioned, and I'm going to stick by this, I am still going to pick up her shorts and her slacks from Old Navy or somewhere else. She needs white socks and black or white shoes. So I'll probably pick her up a pair of each color and then like a whole pack of white socks. I got enough uniforms. I got 5 shirts, what is it called? 5 shirts, 5 polos, 1 skirt, which I'm so glad it has shorts underneath it, but her plaid skirt, and then a cardigan, because she can wear a regular jacket in the winter time as long as it doesn't have any like logos or anything on it. She can wear her cardigan just to class if she wants when it starts to get cooler. So I bought the cardigan, and those are the things that she had to have from here. And then she wanted a pair of the socks that have the plaid around it. Those were expensive. They were $11.50 for one pair, but they're super cute. She wanted them. And then we picked out 2 different headbands that match the colors and everything. And then other than that, she can wear navy bows, like blue headbands, white headbands, things like that. So we'll go to the store where I found that Mickey stuff and where they have the dollar bows, and we'll pick her up a bunch of navy bows, white bows. They have all kinds of stuff there, so we'll pick her up things like that. And then, like I said, socks and shoes. So I'm pretty excited. So I think the way that when I was talking about how much this is going to be and how, you know, mamas out there do it, or parents, not just necessarily moms, dads too, but families, how they do children with multiple uniforms and things. I think the key is to not wait until back to school. Shop a sale, do tax-free weekend, because had I done tax-free weekend, I would have saved $18. I think they had a 15% sale like 2 weeks ago that I missed. I really wanted to come in. It was all like they had the sale the entire time we were on vacation, of course. And I'm so glad we did come in, because we had to go to a youth extra large on her shirts. I had a youth medium online. When I was looking last night, a youth medium. We had to go up to a youth extra large. So you're not really, you don't know. Like, I was trying to get her a 10 all the way across the board, and the only 10 that fit her was her skirt. That is a size 10, and then the shirts are a youth extra large, which I think online is a 14. No way would I ever have thought she was a 14, but she was. And what else? Her cardigan is a youth medium. Again, I probably would have got her the youth large, but it's a youth medium. So this was $245.51. So manageable. I mean, that's manageable for one trip. And then in August, I'll get her shoes and her socks and her shorts and pants, because this is, I mean, I have brought her enough shirts for one every single day of the week, so we just have to wash her uniforms once a week. And I will probably buy her, she just got the one skirt, but I will probably buy her at least, we already have one pair of shorts, at least another 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of pants, and then probably about mid-year, maybe closer to spring break, I'll have to supplement on the shorts. I don't know, do they sell uniforms when it's not school time? I'll have to look into that. I don't know. So not bad, got that done. And there's actually a half price books right around the corner, which is nice. I'm going to go to that because she has a core set of reading books that she doesn't have to own, but it says in there it's unless it's like a financial situation that you can't afford to buy the books, it's better that they have their own set of books. So I'm gonna go price them all out because they want her to have the 2nd grade and the 3rd grade books, and it's like 12 or 14 books. So I'm gonna go price them out and see if I can pick up some of them. If I can start getting the 2nd grade books now, I'll start getting those because they want her to kind of read them over the summer since she's new to the school. We'll start getting those now, and then pricing out the 3rd grade books. And I think it says somewhere in the handbook that you can kind of buy them throughout the school year, so I may end up doing that. I don't know, we'll see. I'm excited, and we're nowhere near back to school. We still have a whole month and a half off of school, or like 5 weeks, but still I'm pretty excited. This is like making me excited. Are you excited, Mama?
Yes, I'm really excited.
She was like, oh, these uniforms are cool. I mean, she's never worn uniforms, so it's a good day. I'm getting stuff done. Okay, one more thing checked off the list. I got one more place to go. I'm stuck here in this parking. One more place to go. Walmart or HEB. We're having, Nin took Maddie today, you guys know that, and she's going to join us for dinner tonight. So I need to make something larger. My mom's coming over as well. So I think we're gonna do the salsa chicken tacos. Everyone seemed to love that, and it'll go far. People can see me clearly trying to back up, and they just keep coming behind me and blocking my way. This is very frustrating. But anyway, it's Also very hard to drag around a toddler to go run all these errands. That's the tough part about summer. I mean, she would be here with me anyway, but the older she gets, the more antsy. She does not like being in her stroller for more than, I am a full believer in, if you are nice to others, somebody will repay the favor. You know, like with my rings. Things like that don't happen to people that don't do good things for other people or are courteous, and none of these people are courteous. I don't know if it's the side of town we're on or what, but nobody cares about other people. I'm trying to get out of the parking lot, no one cares. We were able to get a few books. I was able to order one that's gonna be shipped, which kind of stinks because the book itself is only $2, but I had to pay $4 in shipping. Doesn't that stink? I know. I told the guy, I was like, really? Why would I mean, the book's $2, but whatever, still $6 is not bad at all, considering brand new at Barnes and Noble is like 15 bucks. So the whole point was to try and get them at a discount, because in class they get to annotate in them and highlight and do all kinds of things. I don't necessarily want that in a brand new book. So I found one for her current year. For 3rd grade she needs 6, I think, 5 or 6, I can't remember, but maybe it's 5. I don't know. So I found one they're going to mail to us. That was only $6. I found one here that was like $3.50, so that was a pretty good deal. And then, oh, there's 5 because there's two of them at a different location. Okay, one is at another location, one is at a different location. So if I want to drive around town looking for those books, I can. I'm gonna go back home and see what the price is online, either on Amazon or at Barnes and Nobles, to see if I can get a better deal elsewhere, or not to waste gas, really, because I mean, if I'm gonna get the book for $3 or $4 over there, which I found a book from last year's, you know, core books or whatever they're called, and it was $8.50. I bought a Harry Potter book yesterday for $7.99, you know, so, and this one's used. So I guess it just depends on how much it is, but if I can find them online even mildly decent, I'll just buy them online. That way I don't have to waste any time or energy trekking around all these children the rest of the summer from bookstore to bookstore looking for books. Clearly, Autumn was not having it. The older she gets, the less content she is in her stroller, and the more she wants to get up and run, and it's just so hard getting stuff done with her. So hard. It's very frustrating. Her attention span is very little at this age, and I guess I didn't realize, every child's different, but I didn't realize how little they could tolerate at this age unless it's something they want to do, because Maddie, I worked full-time and Maddie was in preschool at the time, so she was there. I didn't have to lug her around with me when I went to run errands because I was working full-time. So anyway, even though it's been a little bit of a frustrating day, I have got a lot done. It's 1:15 though. I need to get home, grab them lunch, put the chicken on for dinner tonight. But prior to that, I need to stop at Walmart or H-E-B real quick and get some salsa, because I didn't think I was gonna need salsa. I didn't know anyone was coming over for dinner. So I need salsa and taco shells, and then I'll finally be home. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. I got my chicken with my salsa, my 2 blocks of cream cheese. So this is, I would tripled the recipe. Last time I did 1 pack of chicken, and we kept the packs of chicken between 1.5 and 2 pounds. So I did 3 packs of chicken, a larger jar of salsa, and 2 bricks of cream cheese. And last time I only did 2/3 of a brick. So a little shy of tripling the recipe as far as the salsa and the cream cheese goes, but I put 3 times as much chicken in there. So hopefully, and now I'm cooking it on high because I'm pressed for time, so hopefully it cooks fine and I don't have any problems. I'm just getting a chance to catch up on Instagram stories and stuff, and you guys, this has been my, like, I don't know, guilty pleasure for a really long time. Look how I'm jealous. Oh, why? If I had just been there, if I had known about them early in my trip, I probably could have found one. Or if we had gone like a week or 2 later. Seriously, we've been back for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And they're there. And she's in Epcot. Ugh. I want one of those rose gold backpacks. And I tried looking online. They actually do have them online, but they're sold out. So right now you can only get them in store. But like, seriously? Seriously. Don't get me wrong, I love my wallet. I do, but I wanted the backpack.
I just died and went to rose gold heaven.
Me too, Michelle, me too. That red cardinal was up at our door.
Okay, Mom, I'm sure will tell you too.
He's so pretty. It's been a long time since I vlogged. I don't even remember the last thing I vlogged. I think it was way earlier. I've had a rough night. Everything's fine, and it's just one of those things that in hindsight's always 20/20, clear as no clouds in the sky type of day. I highly recommend, you know, if you get into an argument with somebody, be the bigger person, state what you have to state, but always apologize before you go to bed. Always, because you never know what could happen. And I'm not even talking about on the desk. I'm sure you guys are like, oh my god, what happened? Nin and my mom came over for dinner. Nin dropped off Maddie, and I had all intentions of vlogging about our salsa chicken and talking about all that stuff. And after Nin left, dinner was fine. My mom and I got into just a little disagreement, and I took things the wrong way, she took things the wrong way, and it just got heated real quick. And I hate, my mom is like the one person I hate arguing with. For one, even though we're totally different, our personalities are so strong that both of us just like will butt heads over and over and over, and it doesn't get anywhere, and then we're just exhausted. And it was just weighing really heavy on my heart. And my mom's my best friend, and I never ever want to hurt her feelings, and so I just, you know, stuck up my pride and apologize, and I just have to make it better. So it was just a really long night. It's almost midnight. And I just got done editing the vlog, so it's exporting, so I'm probably going to be up for another 30-45 minutes waiting for it to export, and that way I can upload it, and that way I can go to bed. But anyway, so sorry I didn't get to vlog much, because when Nin was over, we were just talking about the day. Maddie had so much fun, and Emmy was just like, when am I gonna get to go? When am I gonna get to go? She just was having a hard time with wanting to know when Nin was picking her up, and Nin's gonna come get her sometime next week. But it just worked out like that, since Emmy had her dentist appointment today. And so I told Maddie, I was like, do you know what Sissy got to do today? Sissy got to do so many fun grown-up things. We went to the gym, we went to the dentist, we went to go pick out her uniforms, and we went to half-price books to pick out books for school, and then we went to Walmart, went grocery shopping, and Maddie was like, oh, you got to do all that stuff? And Emmy's like, yeah, it was so much fun. I just thought it was so funny, because Maddie was like, oh, you got to do so many cool things, and Emmy was like, it wasn't as fun as mommy's making it sound like it was. We had to do grown-up things, which Emmy did totally fine. And she knows, Emmy's old enough, she knows her day will come, and Maddie will be like, oh, Sissy, you got to do that, you got to do that, because Nin is like awesome. She's the best aunt in the world. She's so creative. You guys have seen things. I mean, let me tell you what she did. Actually, I can do better. I can show you a picture. So funny. So she had a yard sale out at her house, and she borrowed our 8-foot table, and she had a pool that we used camping last year. And so I sent Maddie's swimsuit and everything, and let me see if I can get a focus. There you go. So she filled up the pool. She put the table, I don't know if you guys can see, she put the table on what is that, like just a container, propped it up on a container and slid it into the pool, and she had Maddie going down it as a slide, and Maddie just thought that was the greatest thing ever. And so it was funny, because she was like, oh, Sissy, I got to do this, I got to do that, and Emmy was like, what? Well, you got to do that? So much fun. And then she had McDonald's for breakfast, she got candy after breakfast, and then they got to swim, and Nin took her to Peter Piper's for lunch, got to play games, and she got to hang out at the house, and she just thought that was a grand old time. And then she came back, and she was exhausted. I could see it in her eyes. So they ate dinner, and then we just sit and chit-chatted about Nin's selling her house, so we were talking about that. And I mean, it was fine. And then Nin was like, okay, I'm gonna take off, because I could tell she had a long day. She loves being with the kids, but they definitely wear her out just like we used to do when we were kids. But it was so much fun. Ned's so creative. She's like the most creative person to be with. So much fun. She's just she's the best. And my mom and I got to talking, and my mom, like I said, is my best friend, and we know how to push each other's buttons, and it just was a recipe for a disaster. How's that saying go? Whatever. Recipe for disaster? I don't know. But anyway, Pour on the Desk was like, I'm just gonna clean the dishes and pretend like I'm not hearing any of this. So because of that, luckily we were able to make up, and I just got off the phone with her, and so it was like even better than it was before. And I feel good going to bed, but it just was weighing so heavy on me. I couldn't get past it. It was really hurting me, the way that I acted and the way that she acted, and I hate when we get like that. And it was over something so dumb that just blew up. Do you ever have that, especially with somebody you're so alike? It stinks. So anyway, my poor itty bitty, luckily, I mean, that was awesome though. He cleaned up the whole kitchen for me, which was great, put everything away. I even got to send, we had so much chicken, I didn't even get to show you guys. It turned out awesome though. That crock pot is great. The Instant Pot crock pot, amazing. And the salsa chicken was just as good. I ended up doing probably about 7 pounds of chicken, 1.5 jars of salsa, and 2 whole blocks of cream cheese. Oh, I think I did show you that. I just didn't show you the final product. And today I did buy chalupa shells or taco shells, and then I also bought chips, and I actually enjoyed it more over chips with a little bit of cheese than I did in a taco. It was better. It tasted more like nachos. It was really good. So it just was a late night. The girls ended up coming upstairs at some point, and now that I tried to wake them up to get them to come downstairs and say goodnight, and they were knocked out. So they didn't even get to say goodnight. See you tomorrow. And then of course the vlog is, let me see, it's super long. It is 37 minutes, and that's down from like 46. And I had other footage to import, the Costco haul and the top 10 Disney things that you should bring from home, and I just couldn't even bear to let that footage import because I'm like exhausted. I have a headache from talking and crying, and so I'm just like willing this computer to move a little faster because I want to go lay down and go to bed. My humanity's off tomorrow, so we may end up doing something. Originally my mom had offered to watch Autumn, since she was still not feeling that good, if we went swimming or to Six Flags or something like that, somewhere that Autumn could go, but because she's still not feeling that great, exposing her to a whole bunch of people or to the cold pool or anything like that, we'll probably leave her with my mom if that's the case. But my mom's gonna go get her hair done, so I don't know. We'll kind of play it by ear. We really don't have too many plans tomorrow. I told him that the house really needs to get straightened up. Like, case in point, all of Emmy's hangers I need to put in a bag for donation. I have a pile of the boys and girls pile that goes to Goodwill or Children's Shelter or whatever, and then I have a pile that goes in Maddie's room. The room, we have laundry to fold. I mean, it probably wouldn't take us that long if we worked really hard, maybe an hour, if we all worked together, picking up stuff, getting things dusted. I mean, I vacuumed before Nin and Mom came over. The kitchen's clean. We're out of paper towels though. Like, who runs out of paper towels? I probably should start using maybe rags, maybe like washable rags. We do have them, like kitchen towels, but I probably should use something else besides. Like, what do you guys use Windex wise? That's the biggest thing we use for paper towels, because towels you can dry your hands on, that's not a huge deal, but paper towels we use for like cleaning things. I use them to clean the counters, which I could use just regular granite cleaner and a towel. That's not a big deal, but towels leave a lint when you use Windex. So what do you guys use? I wonder if I bought some towels from Dollar Tree a while back and I haven't used them. I wonder if those would work. I'll try them tomorrow. But I'm curious what people use. I don't know. I'm not the best cleaner in the world, so I don't know hacks and stuff like that. But the house really does need to be straightened up a little bit. And the garage too, we have a huge pile of donation items that we need to take. So I told him, I was like, if we don't end up going anywhere, the weather is supposed to be storming all weekend. I don't know that necessarily all day, but at least part of the day it's supposed to be storming. I told him if we didn't go anywhere, I really wanted to just stay in and not have a lazy day, but a productive day. But then the other half of me is like, let's do family stuff, because he works the next 6 days after that. So we'll see. I don't know. But I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully this vlog hurries up. Hurries up. I don't know if that made sense, but you know what I mean. Hopefully it gets done soon and I can go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed today, and we will see you tomorrow.